So, I'm going to play a game with Chris. Now, Chris has put together 1,000 points of Tzeentch. It's just going to be a little cheeky game. Just going to throw this out there, Chris.
Yeah.
You're going to hate me.
Okay. Yeah, you still haven't told me what you're running, so
No.
I'll be very fascinated.
I don't think you will. I think you're going to be angry. Because I'm going to do something which I don't feel has had enough love in the game at all.
Okay.
What would just throw it out there? What list would piss you off if I played it?
Off the top of my head, I can't help but feel like the shenanigans from Gloomspy Gits Nets is always the thing that captures me the most with the -1 to hits. I never anticipate it.
Yep, they're tough.
With that being said, however, I suspect you've potentially gone even wackier. I'm almost wondering whether you've somehow busted out a Warhammer Fantasy army conversion for Age of Sigmar, whether that could be Bretonnia.
No. I've got high elves.
No. What? Oh, my heart.
I know. You've not done them. I've never seen a proper high elves list on the table.
Okay.
And I love the fact that you've gamed your guys to be really, really strong, because you know what you're going to be murdering?
Elves.
Elves. Lovely high elves.
Alright, let's do it.
For the game, the D3 is the table, so we're on the middle table again, and we are on number 4.
Shifting objectives.
Is this the 3 in the middle?
I want to say yes. Yes.
Awesome.
So our territories are 12 inches from the edges of the board.
Yep. So we'll go down the sides.
3 in the middle of each quadrant.
I'll
at the
pop
start
that
of
in
each
there.
battle round, determining who has the first turn, roll a d3 the objective of a corresponding number. And that, so each player scores victory points for each objective they control at the end of their turns as follows. The player who controls the primary objective scores 3. The person who controls any of the secondary objectives scores 1.
Awesome.
So I'm going to assume that's 1 for each of the 2 secondary objectives.
Yeah.
That's simple. 5 till 5th battle round.
Yeah, well, so we've got some disciples of Tzeentch.
Yep. So
You want to go through that list?
yeah, no worries. Birds are back.
The birds are back.
The birds are back. So we're doing the tip of my tongue, the Eternal Conflagration Coven. This lets Flamers of Tzeentch, Duk become battle line.
Yep.
So what we have is the Lord of Change is a general again.
Yep.
He's been forced to take the Constracting Flames trait, which gives -1 to hit for attacks made with missile weapons that target friendly demons holding within 12 inches of the general. Which
will be these dudes?
Yep.
Okay, yep.
And then his artifact is the Shroud of Warp Flame. So roll a dice each time a wound or mortal wound is inflicted by a melee weapon onto the bearer. On a free up, the attacking unit suffers 1 mortal wound.
Okay. Does that stop the damage to him, or does it just do damage to both?
No, so he still takes the damage.
Yep.
And then on a free up for each wound allocated to him,
he bounces
is
one.
Also dealt.
Yep.
So both are being hurt still. Spell being taken is, I believe it is Tzeentch Firestorm.
Okay.
That's like the big explosion. Ogroid Fermitage is up next. He's also taking Infusion Arcanum again.
Yep.
But it's just casting value 5, adds 1 to hit and wound.
Yep.
Straight and simple. We have an Exalted Flamer of Tzeentch.
Yep.
That's a big fella in the back.
That's the big one here.
Yep. Then we have 3 normal flamers in the front.
Yep.
And then a 20-man blob of Carrick Acolytes.
Mm-hmm.
That is 970 points.
Okay. And can I just point out just how amazing that little banner bearer is? That's like top notch.
Oh.
Love that dude.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. And to wind you up, I've gone some high elves. And so again, I'm not making any apologies for the square bases because I've gone out to dig up the oldest models that I could find. And so we've got these are pretty much quite a few of these are from one of the starter kits.
Yes, the Isle of Blood.
Yeah,
I
the Isle of
can
Blood.
tell you where it's from because I own 2 copies of it.
Do you now? How come we've never seen them, Chris? How come we've never seen them?
It's a long
All I
story.
hear is, high elves, high elves, Tom, the high elves. And I've never seen them.
Shut up. What have you got here?
So, what I've got is Sky Warden, who is the general, and I've gone and had a look at his traits. So I'm only able to use the order traits because this is not a coherent list. So he's going to be a legendary fighter, which means his Starwood Lance gets 3 attacks instead of 2.
Cool.
That's actually literally about the best that I could find. I
recall that being a good combination with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I played the High Elves a little bit in first edition.
No, okay.
In the group.
Because, yeah, I sort of had a look at everything else that was there and it just seemed really, really garbagey.
Quicksilver Potion's also hilarious, but...
Well, what I've given him, and hopefully this is going to clock off, because if it does, thematically it's going to be hilarious.
Okay.
I've given him a Blade of Secrets.
Okay.
So he attacks with that first. If that hits, you forget a spell.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice.
And I'm really hoping to make Chuckles here forget his spells, because I reckon that will be the peak anti-Tzeentch sort of thing to do. I reckon it would only be funnier hitting the gash.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so I've got a unit of 10 Reavers. They seem to be quite all right. I've got my Lion Chariot, which is, again, hopefully going to be a little bit annoying. From the original box, I've got a unit of 20 Spearmen, a unit of 10 Archers, and I actually went to the Cities of Sigmar list because I could not find any stats for these. So these are the Phoenix Guard with their lovely 4+ shrug. So that actually makes 1,000 points exactly of High Elves.
All right.
So let's have a quick roll off to see who's picking, and we need to roll some terrain dice as well. So I've got a 3, you've got a 1. We'll roll off for terrain, probably shuffle things around, and I'll pick where we're going. All right, so I won the roll off. We've rolled for terrain. So we've got some deadly, we've got some chaos, we've got some deadly, we've got some deadly. We've got arcane, which is not going to be good. Got mystical, and we've got deadly again. So I'm going to jump in and pick this side of the table, mainly because the windows on this side are really, really bright, which is sort of killing it. But I'll pick this side. I'm going to end up with more drops anyway. But the current plan will be to try to at least get in here and maybe... Actually, you're just going to put your Lord of Change in anyway with me, aren't you? And get that bonus. Yeah, I'm assuming you're going to do it. So do we roll off for important ones first?
I believe it is the beginning of a round. So we're in setup still.
Yeah. But it's not going to really make a difference. We'll set up and we'll go from there. So I'll go first. And going to make this interesting. Okay, so we've set up cheeky 1,000 points. I've got my hero facing pretty much squarely off against the big chook. I've got some archers on the side tied up with some flamers down here. I do feel I've got a few more bodies here on this side, which is potentially good. I've got fast chariot to sort of maybe engage things with. A lot of bodies, again, to hopefully tie up some bodies down here. And I've got some, some...
Yep. Now, beginning of round 1, we're rolling for objective priority.
Do we pick first who's going first, or is there...
I'm going to say you go first.
Okay. All right.
So beginning of round 1. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. 3. Okay.
I don't know if us can get there in time. Oh, your Reavers probably can.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I could just cheese some of them. So these guys can probably leg it up there to get there. But then they actually have to... we score at the end of our own points?
Yeah, end of our turns.
Okay. So yeah,
Hang on. I'll double check.
Yeah, good point to double check. It sort of feels like I think it does.
Each player scores victory points for each objective they control at the end of each of their turns.
Yep.
As follows.
Yep, cool. So, yeah, I dare say I'll be able to grab these to start off with, and yeah, we'll see how we go from there. My hero phase, I again have...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you've got to roll your cheese dice.
That is 8. 9.
Oh,
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's not great. Well, look, on the upside, you've got a lot of 6s for battleshocks. I feel that they're very important. No?
Yeah.
No? Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
there were ideas. Yeah, that's a lot of 6s. No, I'm not liking that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm still liking the fact that I feel good for at least until you have your turn.
Yeah, just wait for things to start blowing up.
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, I love the fact that I've got all of these lovely bodies, all of these lovely high elf painted bodies. Just saying, high elf.
What, you're saying they're not painted?
I'm just saying they're high elves, Chris.
Oh, I thought you were talking smack to my miniature.
No, I'm just look at all these lovely high elves, Chris.
I'll look forward to taking them off.
I really don't have a hero phase.
You get a command point.
I do get a command point.
Anything you can do with the Griffin?
Yeah, so he's got a really, really cool, amazing, awesome ability that lets me re-roll Swifthawk agents charges if he uses it, which...
forgive me if I'm wrong, but Reavers are the only Swifthawk agents.
Yeah, and him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can re-roll their charges for a CP.
But they're archers.
I know, right?
Okay.
Yeah. It's I'm just gonna bank that CP and I'm gonna do nothing with it.
Sounds good.
And so I'm gonna get to movement and probably just hustle everything up, try to claim all of the points. We'll keep some dice here to say this is the important one, because if we're like me, I'll forget, and we'll come back. So, in my movement phase, I'm going to do some trickery. First off the bat, I'm going to take my flappy flap and fly him into here, which will put him out of line of sight of your big chicken. So he's going to hide, because I would like him to survive for at least a little bit. And I've measured everything else. I'm going to sort of run the Reavers to here. I say run. I'm going to move them to here. They don't actually even need to run. So it was that guy got to there. That guy got to there. Blah, blah, blah. And so there, they've got an obscene movement, and that will pretty much get them to there. Which means I'll be able to cap the important point. I'm then going to flick around with these guys and move their 6, which will get that guy down to here. About there, he didn't quite make it. These guys will then get closer and closer to be in range of shooting at your bosses and or flamers. These guys will basically cheese it straight up the field. Up here like so. Look at all of these lovely high elves, Chris. I know. I'm really surprised that you aren't the one that's playing high elves, considering how much we hear about high elves from you.
Oh.
Are you excited about the new high elves coming out?
Absolutely. No, Aelves. Very different piece of intellectual property. Very different.
Here we go. Yeah. And I'll just move these guys up here into this piece like so. Actually, considering these guys are not going to charge, I may as well run these fellas just to get some more bodies out. So I'll run them for an extra 4. So that will give me an extra 4 like so. And that will mean that these guys will get right out there into here. Oh, I wonder if the banner makes them run faster. There is a musician there. Let me see. So I've finished up my movement phase. I did end up running these because they weren't going to make any charges, so I've got more bodies for here. There's no shooting here, there's no shooting here, there's no shooting here. These guys can shoot, and they are going to try to pump all the shots that they can.
Exalted Flamer?
What's his save?
I want to say 5 up.
Because he's still got an obscene 3 up, does he?
Yeah, 5 up saves for both of them, and they're getting -1s to hit for...
Sorry, for both of them?
Sorry? 4 up,
Okay.
5 ups.
Okay, 4, 5, 5.
And -1 to hits for Locus of Change for the Demon Aura.
Alright. Does the big guy get a... He doesn't get a lookout, so because he's a giant.
Yeah, he's a monster. Yeah, so he's not going to look at it.
You know what? I may as well pop them all into him then.
Sure.
Which means I may actually get a couple more into range, which I'll just check. So after a quick change of plans, we're going to put all of the attacks into the big chicken. The green ones will be the leader who is out the front. He gets a +1 to hit rolls. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some fun. So these guys are on elven steeds.
Sure.
In the shooting phase, before or after make my move, I get to roll 2 dice and move that amount. Which is awesome, because that means that I might actually be able to get into... So I originally kind of put them here to keep them out of line of sight, but with your ridiculous move, I dare say that they're just going to come up and say hi anyway. So I'm going to move them. I'm going to move them 8, which will basically put them into a good blocking position. That's that plus that. And I'll go to here like so. And that will get me into a position where I can fire with these fellas as well. And probably there, like so. Maybe put a bit of a block on that that point. So they will then be shooting into the flamers. I will do the once per battle arrow storm with these guys, so they get 2 shots. Otherwise, they just get immediately 1. And that will be the end of what I can do. So I may as well do the archers first. So they're normally 4s and 4s, but you have got the -1 hit aura.
Yep. That's the Coven ability.
Yep.
So that's going to be for missiles as well as melee.
Yep. So it will be now 5s and 4s.
Yeah.
All right. So that was 1 drop dice.
Who is this targeting, sorry?
The boss.
Lord of Shame. Yep.
Yep. And that's surprisingly good for what I expected on.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So wounding on 4s. And not as good, but
Okay.
4. That's
4 up saves.
yep.
2 wins.
2 each. All right. My Reavers over here.
Did you move the flamer? I thought it was forward.
Sorry, no.
Oh, okay.
Put him forward, it doesn't matter.
It's okay.
So they're going to have 2 attacks each with their bows on 4s and 4s. So that's also going to 5s and 4s.
Yep.
But I will have line of sight, probably not on that guy. I'm just going to make sure that these guys are in range.
Yeah, I don't think that guy would have line of sight.
16, oh yeah, that's well in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I reckon 9 of them have all got 1 5.
9 of them, yep.
Excluding that gentleman.
So we'll have 9, which is those dice there, on 5s and 4s. Do I
Now,
have
I
any?
think you get an extra attack if you have no enemies within range as well.
Very good. Well spotted. I'll take another 9 dice. Thank you, sir.
Just because you haven't seen me play the Aelves.
Oh, love it. Love it. Okay, so on 5s and 4s.
So that is 27 shots coming in.
Yes.
Yep. 4 ups.
Yep. How many wounds are in that pile of 3?
2 each.
2 each, so 6 wounds. Yeah.
4 wounds.
Yeah, I'll try and put as much as I can into that blob there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually not too bad. Oh.
I don't get any rerolls, do I?
I
I don't think so.
yeah.
No, that's... Yeah, and 4s.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. 5 up saves.
Yep. Oh, 5 ups. Make 3.
2 die.
Fail 4. Wow. Okay. This will now, therefore, make it charge o'clock.
You're looking at an 11.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to give them a go.
Declare it and see what happens.
Yeah. That's a 7, so they're nowhere near it. Okay. So...
Battleshock isn't going to be an issue for Bravery 10.
Yeah. That's the end of my turn. I will claim 1, 2... Is it 2 or 3?
3.
3, 4, 5. 5 points over to Tzeentch.
Alright.
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 Turn 1, Tzeentch.
Yep, so gaining a command point, and I'm going to do the agenda for mass conjuration.
Okay.
This is the one where if a wizard, I pick a wizard,
Mhm.
and if he successfully casts 2 spells with unmodified 9s or greater, he permanently gains 1+1 to the casting value.
Ooh.
So I'm going to pick my Lord of Change.
Yeah.
The only unit that can cast 2 spells.
Yep.
I'll get 1 dice for a command point. First spell, we're going to do Tzeentch Firestorm.
Yep.
I'm going to use one of my fate dice to get a 6.
Yep.
Roll the other dice.
And it's
make
going to
it
turn
equal
into a
to
6.
so
Yep.
Casting value of 12.
Yep.
So I'm about to make some things go boom.
Yeah, no, I gathered.
Yep, so successfully cast, pick an enemy that is within 18 inches of the caster that is visible to them.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 9 dice,
Yep.
and for each 6, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Ooh. So, it's 5, 8, 9.
9. So, every 6 is a D3. 1.
1.
Okay.
I'll take that.
D3?
Yep.
2 dead. 2 wounds.
Yep. I'm just trying to work out which one. I'll take that guy off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second spell he's going to cast is the Infernal Gateway. Casting value of 7.
Yep.
So we're going to do another...
Dice.
I'm going to use another 6.
Okay.
Make that a casting value of 12.
Yep.
Pass the agenda, so I get +1 casting on him.
Mm-hmm.
So then that's the one where I roll 9 dice. Roll 9 dice. Pick a unit that's within 18 inches and visible again. And for every 3 up, that's a mortal wound.
Ooh.
So,
Yuck.
this is on your
Yeah.
losses. So I said that's 2 dead with 1 on another wound.
Yep. So 5 of those.
Agenda pass, so he gets permanently +1 to casting.
Yep.
Fermentage. He's going to cast his allocated spell.
Mm-hmm.
Just find it. Got the name of it. Infusion Arcanum, casting value of 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
11.
he's getting +1 to hits and wounds.
Yep.
Well, he picks a hero within 18 inches for
Mhm.
his enemy target. And then my character acolytes are also casting a spell.
Ooh.
So they're going to be casting Gestalt Sorcery.
Okay.
Casting value of 6.
No.
Okay.
Burn.
There. So that was 3 spells cast, so I'll gain 3 points.
Yep. I'll put some red marker good dice
So
against him.
yep. And +1 to casting. Okay. So that's all that for now. I'm going to go to movement.
Mm-hmm.
Turkmeister's rolling up.
Mm-hmm. Right, so yep.
Throw up a spot there. And then I'm going to have both of these fellas,
They got 9.
they're going to move up here.
Okay, yep.
Carrick Acolytes are going to move up there 6.
Yep. Oh, I got a nice little marker for you.
Perfect. I'm going to intentionally try to leave a gap. Only because I want my Fermentage to also get up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just confirm his movement, but I want to say it's a 6.
Yeah, it was 6 last game.
Yeah, perfect. So, just going to navigate down there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. Shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to do both flamer shots into... I'm more scared of the Phoenix Guard there. So I'm going to do or both the Exalted Flamer and the normal Flamer into that block.
Yep. Do they have the same profile or a different profile?
They don't. So the Exalted Flamer has 1 rend, while the normal Flamer does not.
Okay.
I'll just grab the... Yeah, so it's got to be within 18.
Yeah, totally.
So Exalted Flamer into the Phoenix Guard.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 attacks coming in at 4 ups, 3 ups.
Yep.
He's getting +1 to hit because the unit has 10 or more models.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 ups, 3 ups.
Oof. Wow.
3 up to wound.
Oh. What was the... Was it
2 and 1.
Oh, no.
My heart.
Oh, no.
Flamers of Tzeentch. Or the Flamer of Tzeentch. It's also going to go into the same Phoenix Guard.
Yep.
So 3 ups.
Yep.
3 ups. 1 save, no rend, D3 damage.
Alright, so they will have a 4 up on a 4 up and then a shrug.
Well, we get a 4 up.
Yeah, yep,
with
4
all
up.
damage.
No, D3.
Yep.
And I'll take some shruggaroos. 1.
1 4 up.
No.
Squat.
Okay, 1 down.
And then Carrick Acolytes are going to do some shooting.
Oh, can they shoot as well?
Yeah.
Is there anything these guys can't do?
No. Alright, Sorcerer's Bolts, so 1 attack each on the 4 up, 3 up.
Mm-hmm.
Flat, that's it.
Okay. So that's going into...
I think I'm going to do the Spearman there.
Yep.
10. Bear with me, I'm just counting. 20 shots coming into the archers, or the spearmen on 4 up, 3 ups.
Yep.
A couple. 5.
Yep. I've only touched the ones that that's there.
3 ups. 4 saves.
4 saves.
No rend.
I want to say that they've got 5 ups, but they may have. Yeah, they got 5 ups. No rend. Oh, make 2.
Ooh.
Okay. 1 each.
Yep.
Pew! Pew!
Alright. Combat. Or charging.
Charging.
Can't charge because they shot.
Oh, really?
That's what I recall.
No, you can charge.
Can I?
You just can't run and shoot.
Oh. Alright.
Because remember, those guys shot, but they still went for a
Yeah.
charge.
Well, Lord of Change.
Yep. He's in.
Well, but a 10 is not bad for a flyer.
Yes.
Oh, mate. Oh. Just been 10.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on the objective as well. I think he's had to
Yep.
eat some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ogroid. What does he need? Looks like a 10. That's a 9. We'll say a 10.
Yeah, probably a 10.
Alright.
No.
And Acolytes.
Mm-hmm. That's a 9. That looks
9. Yeah, that could do it.
in. Yeah.
That looks good. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna pile in here, and we'll be back.
Okay.
Just realised.
So, yep. We
Yeah.
just.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry.
so we actually missed a +1 to casting on the carrier of a scroll of dark arts. That's a
Yep.
fellow with a piece of paper there.
Yep.
So that
Would you
guest
give
star
them.
sorcery would have gone off, but I think we're just going to disregard it for now, and I'm going to take it as a chip in the shoulder for a learning experience.
It would have been a rend, which I think probably wouldn't have made that much difference.
I honestly don't remember.
'Cause, yeah, I saved on 2 6s.
Yeah, so I don't think it would have made a difference.
I think I said. No, maybe it was a 5 and a 6. How about on a 4 up, I lose 1 more. On a 3 down, I don't.
Well, only if you're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. 3 down, I don't.
Cool. Okay. So carrying on with that, I'm going to go into combat with them straight away.
Why would you do that? Why?
Oh, hang on, keep that there.
Oh.
I'm going to use that as a marker for piling.
Oh, I see.
Make sure I'm not.
Make sure you're not within 3.
Yeah. Actually, if I'm
You
smart
can
on this
probably
end,
get more of these fellas.
yeah.
in.
If I'm smart on this end, I'm just going to pile them in.
I'm probably. I don't know. Oh, they've only got 1 inch range anyway, don't they?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
So
I'll
you
bring
can.
them in.
Yeah, you can bring them in.
Get them in closely ranked, closely packed ranks. Okay, so perfect. So we're gonna have.
A lot.
Yep. So I'm gonna have these 6 go into the spearmen,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna have the 3 normal dudes or 3 dudes into the lions.
Oh, yep. Yep.
So we'll take the attacks and.
All right. Yeah.
That's okay. So 3 attacks going into the lion.
Yep. So we're attacking with these 3 into here,
Yep.
and these 6 into the spearmen.
That's right. So 3 fellas here. Greens are gonna be 1 rend and 2 damage. Reds are gonna be no rend and 1 damage.
Okay.
Both have the same profiles otherwise for 4 ups to hit, 3 ups to wound.
Yep.
Oh, 3 ups to wound. So 2 saves, no rend, 1 damage.
All right. So on him, he's got a 4 up save, and I do get to re-roll 1s. I
On
think.
the lion.
Yep. I think it was 1s, or
That
they
might
were-
be just ranged only.
Yeah, I'm just quickly checking. Although I feel like I just checked and I got it wrong. Yeah, it is only in the shooting phase.
Okay.
So, 1 goes through. 1 wound each, you said, for that one?
Yeah. So 1 wound.
Alright.
And then this is on the spearman.
Yep.
4 ups. Oh my heart.
Oh no!
Oh my heart.
Chris! Why do you roll like this? Why?
Your go.
So with these guys effectively safe, I'm going to do the old flick over to this side and try and inflict some damage. And I love how absolutely fearless you've been. It's like, yeah, no, I can take it. I'm just going to put the hero in and I'm not going to attack with him first. No, I like it. It's ballsy. I will pile in. I'll put him, that's probably about 3. Yeah. Wrap them around. I'm just trying to get them all in. Oh, they're like little piggies at a trough. No?
Sure.
Oh, let's see what obscene amount of attacks they are. Alright, so I've reefed out some dice for my attacks. The 7 of them there include the hero here with his pointy hat, which his stats means he gets a sword attack instead of a spear, but he gets 2 attacks, and that it's the same thing which I've just sort of called out and said, well, why didn't they just give him an extra attack? And then Chris rightly pointed out, because they've got first edition rules. So anyway, they are unfortunately for me all -1 to hit because of the locus of change. So they're 4s and 4s going to 5s and 4s. So with our spears and or swords, oh dude, that's 4.
Cool.
Don't get any rerolls and 4s. Hey, down to 1.
Yep. You want to do the other attacks?
Sure. And now these are the purebred swift hooves on 4s and 5s going to 5s and 5s.
Yeah, 5.
Oh man. Dude, these are some angry horsies.
He's better than the swordsman.
But that's always the way. And yep. By 1. So you got 3 saves.
3 4-ups.
Yep.
Okay. 2 more.
Wow.
Alright, I'm going to fight back. Alright, start with Tzeentch. I'm going to steal some dice.
Sure.
We put that benefit on him. Bear with me.
Sure. So funny little thing. While we were working out attacks, I was getting the shits with the fly. I've managed to kill it with 1 swipe with my clearly elven reflexes, elven graceful speed. And then I went to wash my hands. Chris thought I was going to go and wipe it on him. I don't know what your brothers and sisters are like.
No sisters, 1 older brother.
Yeah.
Ball of change.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the staff. 4 attacks, 3-ups, 2-ups.
Oh. Yep.
2-up.
Yep.
No rend, 2 damage each.
Okay, so they got 5-up saves. That's 2.
1 more dead. Sword. 2 attacks, 4-up, 2-up. 2-up.
Yep.
2 rend, 3 damage.
Okay, so straight through, and that will kill
1 and another.
him. And I'll take this dude away.
And then curved beak and wicked talents. 4 attacks, 4-up, 3-ups.
Yep. Yay!
Okay.
All right.
That's all.
Okay, so I've attacked here. I've not attacked here at all.
No.
So what have you got left? Oh, that's it.
It's a 1,000-point game. What do you
Yeah, no, I'm just like, I was expecting more of a trouncing, although I've lost a lot more of my elite cavalry than I wanted. But I'm okay with that. I'm possibly okay with that. I'm not really okay with that. So Chris, you've done High Elves, haven't you? You've done the lovely Swift Hawk agents, haven't you?
Yes, I have. That and Phoenix Temple and Eldritch Council. That was prior to Cities of Sigmar.
Now, if you hadn't done this, I would have probably pointed something out, but I feel you've forgotten something really, really awesome about this guy.
Is that the 6-inch piling?
Yep.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I again, if you hadn't played these guys, I would have let you know. But I feel that I also need every little bit of help that I can get.
No, you're right. It's a pack up.
So I will pile him in, and it's probably... Actually, do I even want to do that?
Actually, hang on. I accept that it's a 6-inch pile in, but does it still count as combat even because it's outside of 3 inches?
He can pile in 6 inches, so he can pile into combat.
Hang on, can we rule book first? I just
Sure.
want to double check and make sure.
So we're just having a discussion. So the rules for pile-in say 3-inch pile-in, blah, 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 unless you've charged. But we're trying to work out the way to pile in somebody that's got 6 inches. So he's technically not within the 3 inches, but generally your unit rules override the core rules. So he's got a 6-inch pile-in, which we're playing as him therefore being able to pile in.
Yeah, I think that's how we're doing it.
Happy for comments and or enlightenment if we're playing it wrong, but yeah, we'll play that as him being able to pile in, but I will still attack with the other things first and sort of see if I have to engage him into combat. With a bit of luck, although I'm not really expecting an awful lot of things to happen, yeah, I might be able to not pile him in, which if I then get the next turn, it will free me up to do stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We'll start resolving these piles in first. So they're not going to pile in. I'll pile these guys in and we'll go from there. All right, so over here, I'm going to have 16 attacks going into here, hitting on 4s and 4s. If I'd had 20 models in the unit, I would have gotten an extra attack, which would have been gold. But, it is what it is. Don't get any re-rolls here. Oh, that's not the best, but, I'll take what I get. Take those out. So that's 4 at... I want to say no rend.
It's probably just 1 damage if it's basic
Yeah,
spears.
no rend and 1 damage.
Okay, 5 up saves.
Oh, nice, make 2.
Arcanite shields, 4, 6 up, feel no pains. Nothing.
No. So 1 dude dies.
2.
Oh, they got... Yeah, sorry. I'm used... Yeah, I thought they were the Zangors with their 2 wounds. All right, so that comes off. The chariot will come in with an attack. They will have 4 attacks. I think it's on 4s and 4s. Is that right? Yep, 4s and 3s. So this is the lions, 4s and 3s. So 2 with no rend.
5 ups.
Hey, nice.
Arcanite shield. No.
All right, so 1 more. And I've got 4 attacks here on 3s and 3s with the Ranger's axes. Yep, and 3s. And 2 more.
Rend?
1 rend.
Okay, 6 up saves.
No.
Arcanite shields. Nothing.
Still no. So 2 more. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pile him in. I didn't really want to because I'm scared, but I will pile him in. And he will have a small bucket of attacks, which is really good. So he is at full health, so he's got 6 Wicked Talon attacks. They are hitting on 4s and 3s. Yep, and 3s. Okay, so 2 of them went through. They've got a rend each, and they're 1 damage.
Yep. 6 ups.
No.
Was that 3 damage each?
No, 1 damage each.
Oh, yeah. Arcanite shields.
No.
No, 2 more.
All right. He will have 1 Griffin's razor sharp beak. It's hitting on a 3+, wounding on a 3+. 1. There is a rend on it.
Yep. 6 up.
And it's a d6 damage.
Okay.
4. I'll take that. That's above average.
4 Arcanites. shield's not getting value today.
And lucky last, he's got possibly the fun one, 4 attacks with the Star Blade. That's the Blade of Secrets that I hoped to be chucking into fella over here. 3s and 4s. I'll take those. So 1 with no rend.
Okay, 5 up.
1 damage.
Arcanite shield.
And I've got 3 attacks with Starwood Lance, wounding on 3s and 4s. Okay, and 4s. Oh, okay. So 1 with 1 rend.
6 up.
And 2 damage.
Arcanite shields.
1.
1. Let.
All right. That's gonna be the end of my attacking phase.
Yeah.
Which puts us to battleshockaroo. They're going to be fine with 1. They're going to be fine with 2. Panic stations over here.
Yeah,
Let me work out.
5.
Yeah. So my Reavers have got a bravery of 6. There is a pile of 6 over here, which means I'm going to lose D6. And I'm really hoping to not roll high. They're all gone. Yep.
I'm just thinking about this one here because it's D6 plus 8 right now.
Wow.
So even on a 1, they're all running. So
Oh.
I'll roll it just to see.
5.
A hot 13.
Yeah. So that was, you were outside range of inspiring presence there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I'm stealing one of your guys.
Oh dear. Wow. This is really not what I expected to happen. Yeah, they all ran. They're off to the sideboard of shame. So we can line them all up here, which is interesting because that means that you now take that important point.
I do.
Which is really, really good for you because I really, really wanted to hold it. So well played.
Yeah, so end of my turn, I get that. And
So you're going
we roll off for round.
to take 3 points for that. So 3 plays 5, and yeah, it is rolling off for turns.
I'll use a blue.
Oh, you're going to use a blue.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so I'm going to
So
take a wild guess and say you're going to go.
yeah, and before we begin, we're gonna roll to the new important objective.
So 1, 2, 3. What did you get? 2. All right.
That one.
I'm going to say that's reasonably good for me.
Yeah.
That one would have been better.
I'm also getting ready to cook some things as well.
Yeah, that one would have been easy pickings for you.
Yeah. Okay. Tzeentch. Tzeentch turn 2 for round 2.
Give yourself a CP.
Yes, and I'll pick a new agenda as well.
That's right, you got your...
Yeah. I'll see what agenda I want to do. So I'm going to be doing 9-fold dismantlement.
Yep.
As the agenda on 2 archers. So if they get destroyed by a unit, they're going to get a +1. Whatever Tzeentch unit destroys it gets a +1 to hit.
It's going to be that guy, isn't it?
Well, we could do the flamers as well.
Yeah,
+1
that's true.
hit's not going to be bad in them either.
Yeah.
So straight to casting.
You didn't want to pick a tougher target?
No.
Like, I mean, you seem to be going for the easy pickings there.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Sure. Okay.
No, I'm good, thanks. Alright. I'll check the range on the chicken. So, 18 inches, so
Yep.
yeah, I'm about to
Yeah.
completely blast them. I'm going to cast Tzeentch Firestorm.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I'm going to use my fate dice as well. So
Yep.
that was a 6, so casting on a 12.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 dice coming in.
And these are the
So
6s
on a
are
6s it
models?
deals yeah, D3 models.
Okay, 6s are D3 models. Cool. You know why, Chris? It's because
Why?
you shouldn't be murdering high elves.
No, don't worry about it.
They're high elves, Chris.
No, don't worry about it. Second spell is going to be Infernal Gateway. Casting on a 7.
Yep. Oh no. Oh yes, he gets his. Yeah. Well
Nine dice.
remembered.
9 dice again, and we've got 4 wounds allocated, so 4 ups on mortal wounds.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. You're murdering the high elves, Chris.
Yeah.
Murdering.
Oh,
And I'm going to do you a solid and give you an extra 2 points over here.
yes, I was about to adjust that actually.
Da.
Ogroid Firmicide is going to cast his weapon buff spell again. I forgot
Okay,
the
yep.
name of it off the top of my head.
6.
6 should cast it.
Oh, I've just realised. I owe you a deadly terrain test for these guys. And you probably owed me one on the guys that died. So on a 1, I'll lose some wounds off the chariot. Oh! I'm going to lose some wounds off the
Casting.
chariot. Oh, Jesus.
Casting a roll of 5.
I just did 3 wounds to myself.
Oh.
It's deadly terrain and I forgot about it. I rolled a 1.
My guy's got killed anyway. Okay, so casting value of 5, so I get that.
Yep.
Go up to 6. And
Movement.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go and do some movement now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start up here while I'm at it.
Okay.
So he's still got his buff.
Yep.
I think he's coming right in. Tzeentches. Movement characteristic level of change now is 10 inches flying. So gets to about there. 4 wounds still allocated to it.
Yep.
This is deadly.
Yep. So that will be a dice roll there if you want to maybe show them off.
Okay. And I think the flamers are going to stay put. Or they might pivot just here.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Shooting.
All right.
Flames.
Yes.
So I'm going to do big flames for Exalted Flamer onto the Phoenix Guard.
Okay. Yep.
So 6 attacks, 4 up, 3 ups. Here we go. That looks a bit better.
Yep. 3 ups.
2 and 1 rend, so that's 2 5-up saves and D3 damage each.
Yeah, I'll take 2d3 damage.
2, so 4.
4 up shrugs.
Witness to Destiny. Strong.
They're high elves, Chris. They're amazing.
I
This is
know.
an army you should totally play. They're so fun. I'm having so much fun with them.
I'm attacking. So 4 ups to hit, 3 ups to wounds, nothing.
No, it's because they're high elves.
That's it. Charges. It's a 8.
Yeah, it's a hot 8.
No.
That's a hot 5.
And then charges here, it's going to be...
Yeah, it's going to be like a 3. Hey, 7. Boom. All right.
Alright, I'm going to go straight into combat with the only thing I have.
Yep. Just to make sure, have you dragged these guys in or not? And do you want to or not?
I do not.
So you might want to move him back probably a little bit. Yeah, that'll...
Yeah, keeping in mind he would be on a circular base. Are you okay to say that for the circular base?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
But just as long as you, like, if on that first one, I really wanted to hustle you on. But yeah, now I'm back to normal sort of play mode.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Okay, so cloven hooves.
Yep.
Normally 4-ups, 3-ups, but we're getting +1s. Just make certain of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, closing hoops.
Yep.
So 3-ups, 2-ups.
Yep. Yep.
2-ups. Oh! That's okay, those are with bad effects. Fermentage staff. 2-ups, 2-ups.
Yep.
2-up to wound.
Yep.
1 Ren, D3 damage.
Sorry, it was 3 that went through, so 4 up goes to a 5 up. Make 1.
2 D3.
Take 4. Alright, so that puts him down to 6, I want to say. Yep, puts him down to 6.
Yep. And then Great Horns are going on 2-ups.
Ugh.
2 Ren, 3 damage each. So
Wow.
pass 1 to.
I need a
not
6. I need a 6. Oh no, he's dead.
Die. Angry. Angry.
Yeah.
Angry ogre. Grr. He just saw all 20 of his interns die.
Oh, I really felt that I should have had more value out of that, but you know what? That's fine.
I mean, you only decked 20 dudes, but.
Yeah. Alright, so that's
Battleshock?
the end of that.
You're
yeah.
still controlling that at the end of my turn, so I'm going to get 1 point, so 4 to 5 before your turn too.
Let me just work out battleshock because I might lose some of these.
You might.
So they have got a bravery of 6. They've lost 4.
So D6 minus 2.
And it doesn't look like the banner does anything to them. So yeah, 1.
All good.
Excellent.
Yep, that's it. Alright.
So
Your turn.
it is.
No
Oh, I get a command point. I just can't do anything with them. Yeah. This is going to be really, really simple, I think.
Yeah.
I think, because I'm just going to play for... I'm going to play to get ahead. Yeah, let me work out. All right, so in my movement phase, I'm petrified of the Lord of Change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically spread my units out as much as I can, threatening to go claim points. So these guys can run back over here. And actually, I may as well run them because that was the 6. Oh no, they can shoot, so I'll leave them there. These guys will get up 6. Pew, pew, pew. And start pressing into a bit of a charge position. So they are probably back there rather. And over here, what I'm going to do is the chariot. I'm going to split out from combat to drag him out. He's got his 4 wounds. These guys, I'm going to sort of basically do a nice big encirclement to get as much as I can into a 3-inch charge. And no points for guessing. I'm going to charge them. Hey, they're in with a 6.
Any shooting you want to do before that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez.
That's okay.
Yeah. It'd be really good if I could remember that. So these guys have got shooting... And that's...
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
The Reavers are gone.
Yeah. So they've got still -1 to hit, don't they?
Yeah, for the locus of change.
Yep. So that will be hitting on 5s and then 4s.
Yuck.
Yeah, wow.
I'll take it.
If only this was Mordheim and this was treasure that we were looking at. So that's that. I may as well charge. So those guys got in with a 6. These guys I will charge. They do need a 6 to get in.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You can't.
If only I had a hero to re-roll that with my useless CP points now, which I amusingly have 2 of. I'm just going to keep a tally just to see how many we waste. Sure. Okay, they're just going to, you know what, they're going to hold that point really, really well.
Okay.
I feel that is fair. These guys have made it in, so they're going to wrap around and probably get murdered, if we're being honest. But
yeah, you have to initiate combat first, hey?
And that's fine. And I
get re-rolling hits
and
wounds on
Yep. I'm well aware of that.
Okay. Okay, you're the boss.
But I sort of figure if I don't, then you're just going to run in and murder them next time anyway. With their 2-inch range, I mean, if I can tie him up for one more round there, I think that'll be good. And, you know, at the end of this, we're going to roll off to see who goes next anyway. So it's just purely delaying tactics from me, because I don't think I've got anything that can, you know, really lay a finger on the Lord of Change realistically. No. So, yeah, it's a lot of attacks from here. Let's see. Okay, so I've got a big handful of dice for these guys. They're all going to be in their lovely 2-inch 25mm base attacks. So they're all attacking, obviously, the Thermagoid. Thermatage. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's right up to Kmartage. No. Anyway, 4s and 4s. Had they not moved, they would have been able to re-roll 1s. You know what? I'll take that. And 4s. Yeah, look, that's a decent 7.
7, so 7 5-ups.
Or
down
1.
to 2.
Oh no.
Now he's angry.
Yeah, he is.
Use that as a marker for the ability. I'm going to clap back now.
Yep.
So he's getting +1 to hits and wounds, and re-rolling failed hits and wounds.
Yep.
So 4 attacks, 4-ups, 3-ups. No, 3-ups, 4-ups. 3-ups, 2-ups.
Yep. So re-roll those 2. Yep. Yeah, they're all in.
Good stuff. 2-ups.
Yep.
4 normal saves, no and 1 damage.
All right, so 5-ups. 5-ups for me. I'll make none. So I'll put that into the ouchie kitty.
Yep. So 3 staff hits, 3-ups to 2-ups, 2-ups.
Yep.
I'll take it. 2-ups.
Okay.
Rolling. So
Oh, yeah.
1 rend, D3 damage each.
It was 3, so 1 rend.
Yep.
So 6s. No, D3 each. Okay, 6. So that's 6. So ouchie kitty is at 10.
Yep. And then Great Horns.
Yep.
2-ups, 2-ups. And 2-ups to wound. 2 rend, 3 damage.
All right, so that's just 6 more.
Yep. So we just clocked through 16 of them.
Yep.
Unless I'm mistaken.
No, which will leave me 1.
Yep.
Which he is going to run away anyhow. Wow.
You cheesed him.
Well, he is down to 2.
You got him angry.
He is down to 2, which I'm considering good.
He got angry.
Yeah, so we had 1 left, but there's... Oh, and there we go, he ran away. Which...
So that's the situation at the end of round 2, and then you're going to get 4 more points.
I am. I'm going to grab 3...
So 9 plays 4.
Yep. And we get to roll off to see who goes first. And I'm assuming you're going to double turn me here.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a fair call. Okay, so Tzeentch
let's see this.
3. I'm going to do the new agenda for the same 9-4 dismantlement.
Yep.
Under the Phoenix Guard. it clarifies it in the book. You can declare it as many times as you want. You can only complete it once a game.
Okay.
So I'm just reassigning it onto the Phoenix Guard.
Yep.
We are now going to
Roll off for important. 1, 2, 3.
one. We've had a fair share of them all.
Oh, were you going from that side? Yeah, that makes sense for you.
That's how we did the numbering. To
Cool.
The prior
Yeah, yeah.
ones. Okay.
Yep.
So Carsten.
That's actually going to be good for me.
Yes, it will be. I'm gonna. What do I want to do? I'm gonna use Tzeentch Firestorm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna use my last 6 out of my lot here.
Yep.
Last 6.
Yep.
And if I recall, it was. I think that's basically my dice at that point.
It seems everything useful.
Yeah. So casting on the 12 here.
Yep.
Or 13, I guess.
Yep.
So targeting on that. So 9 dice. 6 of the D3 mortals. 1 D3 mortals.
1. Come on, Destiny. Oh, no. Boop.
I'll tell you what. Casting value of 9. Not worth it for the spell.
Oh, look, I feel that you've underrolled your 6s.
Yeah. I'm going to do the Infernal Gateway again. So casting value of 7.
Yep, so that goes to a
Bump it up
10.
to 11. Oh,
Yeah,
10,
11.
plus 1 for the
Yep.
agenda. So I'm going to target it on the same fellas.
Yep.
So this is similar as last time, but instead of it being 6s for D3 mortals, it's 4-ups for a mortal. 4. So 4 4-up saves of Witness to Destiny.
Come on.
Wow. Oh, my heart.
I tell you, Chris, these high elves are rocking. You should play these.
I'm going to gain 2 spells.
Oh,
And
dear.
then I'm going to cast.
I reckon he has line of sight of the very last Phoenix Guard there.
Oh,
One
let's
here.
have a... Hey.
So
Sure,
I'm
why
going to
not?
cast Tendrils of Agony.
Yep,
Casting value of 7 if I recall. Oh, that's a 6.
that's a 6. And yeah, it's sort of, yeah, we could see that. We're going to call that, yeah. Chris is looking
Yeah. Okay.
at his
so it
book,
doesn't go
hoping. No.
Okay. In terms of casting otherwise, there's not much.
Movement?
So I'm just going to go to movement and start doing some shooting potentially. Actually, he's within 6 inches of a building here, which we marked as arcane.
Yeah, that's 6 inches. You normally got to be within 1 for any
1?
effect.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah.
Okay. So Hermitage is gonna bump on up. He's 2 wounds. Is that 4 wounds left, or is that 4 wounds allocated?
The 4 wounds allocated. He started off, I think, on 6. He started off on 6, so he's got 2 left.
Okay. I think my Hermitage is gonna have a little waltz over that way.
All right. Chooks.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna be that guy since these guys are flying.
Cool.
18 inches on the shooting still.
Yep.
And then the chicken, we'll say he's outside, just 3 inches outside.
Yep.
Shooting.
Yep, those guys will shoot.
Yep. So 6 shots from the Exalted Flamer.
Yep.
4 ups, 3 ups.
Oh dear.
3 ups.
Oh dear. Tzeentch is not happy with your running away gimmickies.
Yeah.
All right, other flavor?
Yep. So 4 up, 3 ups.
Yep.
3 ups.
Yep.
No rend.
All right,
D3
so
damage.
they'll have a 5 up. save?
Should be a 4-up. And then we'll resolve how many wounds have been allocated, and then we do that many witness to destinies.
Oh, okay, it is a 4-up. Yep, well played. It's like you know this army.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay. Charges.
Yes.
I'm gonna do the Ogre
Okay,
first.
Ogre first.
I've got 3 command points, so I should have enough to burn in case this completely whiffs.
You can't.
Surely. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Hey, you're in.
Yeah.
Hey, you get to do some wounds, maybe.
Yes, so on a 2-up, I'm going to deal D3 model wounds. Boss.
Hey, he's dead.
Just yeets those lines right out.
Yeah. I like that model.
Chicken.
Yep.
Charge.
5, he's in.
Combat, he's going to...
Murder them.
It's the only thing I can fight with.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's do that. Staff of Tzeentch, 4 attacks. 3 ups. 3 ups, 2 ups. That was 2 4s and 2 1s. Ooh.
Oh dear.
Okay, sword. 2 attacks, 4 up, 2 ups.
You've rolled 6 1s in a row.
Alright, curved beak and wicked talons, 4 attacks, 4 ups, 3 ups.
Okay.
That looks a bit better.
That does.
1 rend, 2 damage each.
Alright, so 3 attacks. So 5 ups going to 6 up saves. 2 damage each.
So 6 get...
Sorry?
6 get clawed.
Yeah, so that's... Pew, 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 pew. That's the end.
Battleshock, what's their bravery?
I want to say lots.
It's got to be
7. Yeah, it's a 7. They've lost 1, so they're fine.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, end of my turn free. I'm going to hold the primary objective, and I'm going to have the secondary. So I'll be gaining 4 points.
Yep.
So that is...
9 to 8.
Yep, 9 to 8.
And in my turn, what do I need to do?
Could try to kill the chicken.
I could. I don't feel that it's a great choice. Because if I get down here, so I can sort of, 6 inches, that'll make a maybe 4-ish charge to get them in. How many wounds? He's started off on 12?
14.
14,
He's
so...
got 10 left.
Yeah, he's got 10 left. I'd have to do an awful lot.
Yeah. And then he still gets the clap back afterwards as well.
Yep, so I sort of don't want to do that. Therefore, I'm going to try to work out how best to win points. So if I move them 6...
This is end of round 5.
Yeah, there's no way that I can get to that one. So I can maybe try to consolidate here.
Okay. We'll see what the primary objective is for round 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is just to return being that guy, I'm going to hide behind the building, out of line of sight of your shooters, and also trying to get a little bit further away from this dude. And I get that it's also putting them closer to him, which I'm not happy with, but I need to get closer to something.
Fair enough. Okay. So that's your turn 3.
So that's my turn 3, which will give me just the 1, which is not important. So 10 to 8. This time I'll roll off. So 1, 2, 3 is the important one. Oh dear, that's not good for me. And in terms of turn 5 plays 6.
I'd be taking...
I'm going to say you're just going to stand there.
I'm going to...
Or are you just going to keep that objective?
I was going to roll it out. Tendrils of atrophy on them. Do you want me to go through emotions?
I guess where I was going to say was you've got this one, you've got this one. So you're going to get 4, which is going to bunny hop me by 2.
Yeah.
Let's assume somehow manage to survive and keep that one. That'll give me 1.
Yeah, so then 12 my way, 11 your way.
Yep. and I can't win this. Even if I somehow manage to do something with these, I can really only cap one. So I'm going to say good game, Chris. You murdered the elves.
I know. I'll have to wait until the Hish release.
Yeah.
And then we can...
Are you going to collect them?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
Damn straight.
Are we going to see them on a table?
Yes.
You're going to beat me up, aren't you, later?
I'm coming back with a fiery vengeance and wobbly models all around from mages on stilts. And
well, look, I look forward to painting all of the rest of these up, which I've got. I'll probably rebase them onto round bases at some point, and just keep playing this old world army because I'm having a lot of fun with them. So
push comes to shove as well. I reckon nobody in our group would be too worried about using them as proxies for the new book as well.
It depends on what the new models look like. I'm assuming that they will stay in Cities of Sigmar, which I'm happy with. All the other ones, it'll be interesting to see if they have proxies or if, I'm assuming that they won't keep these, even though, some of these models, like the Sky Warden, they still look pretty good. If you paint these ones up, they look pretty. It really, depends on what they're going to do in terms of new models versus old.
I've been tossing around for a while of potential if having the opportunity for Cities of Sigmar to use them as proxies for Free Guild Generals and Free Guild Pistoliers.
Yep.
Functionally or aesthetically, I suppose, they do serve a similar purpose. Mobile shooting cavalry or
absolutely
people and griffins.
Yeah. One of the other things that I want to do with a whole bunch of the really crazy old models that I've got is use my orcs as a Cities of Orcs list.
Love it.
So use them all literally as proxies for things out of Cities of Sigmar, because I've got heavy crossbowmen, all these old models, which are just crazy dumb shit. Yeah, and they've got the artillery as well, so you can sort of set things up. I've got some probably, believe it or not, orc cannons, which are Games Workshop models from the 80s. They're just...
Oh, mate.
Crazy. It's going to be fun. All right, let's have a quick chat about the game and see how we go. Chris, how did it feel trouncing the elves, the pretty elves? In their lovely blues and whites?
Marvellous. Because they're not mine.
Oh, love it.
No, it was a very fascinating game. I think the biggest blunder was charging in with the acolytes. So hastily in that circumstance.
But look, I feel my biggest blunder was then charging in with the spearmen.
Yeah, we both did a mess up with our one wound basic infantry.
Although, we both lost. We both lost a lot.
Yeah,
the whole unit.
I can't help but feel like as well. How many points was that 200 group of spearmen?
The 20 spearmen, 200.
Oh, okay, that's 200 points for the Carrick acolytes as well.
Yeah,
I couldn't help but notice the stark difference between their performances if we just put them in a isolated environment by themselves.
Oh yeah. Anything old is not.
The acolytes had the shooting, the extra weapons to deal with a 1 rend and 2 damage. Even a spell to give them rend on the attacks or the shooting at minimum.
I was going to say, if I had more than 20, I think they were built to have them in bigger blobs.
Yeah.
They at least get an extra attack, but even then it's kind of like, well, you now get 2 attacks. On 4s and 4s, that's not amazing.
It's such a weird feeling to have just 1 attack.
I know.
Maybe Age of Sigmar has been injected with too much action or something like that.
Look,
and you're just like 1 attack, 4 up.
There's always power creep. And so these rules that I'm using for them are from the original sort of earliest releases of, that's what they've got, which is partly why the Anointed, what are they called?
Phoenix Guard?
Phoenix Guard.
Yeah.
They lasted.
Yeah.
There was value in that. Even, look, I've got to say the Reavers, really, really good, but almost 300 points. I reckon if they hadn't all run, I would have gotten some value out of them. If they just tied up your boss for one more turn, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But having said that,
Chicken smashed.
it really did. It really did. Like, my boss with 6 wounds. 6 wounds or 8 wounds? 8 wounds. No, 6 wounds. I think. 6 or 8. Doesn't matter. Let's put it this way. My boss with single-digit wounds and a 4+ save and no defense to mortals or anything like that just didn't seem at the same level of power as a lot of the stuff when you're...
Yeah. I mean, with that in mind, the Lord of Change was 380 points as well.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it. It's a big asking.
Yeah.
Of a price.
That's fair.
But, I guess the...
So I was going to jump in and say the fact that you yeeted him off to the side and then just took out one unit at a time, brilliant. Because I had lined up the Phoenix Guard to, okay, we're going to go in with the boss. I'll take my boss in on the side. I'll sort of, hope for that lovely pile in from the side, all of that. The fact that you just kind of went, I'm going to go with him to the side, which is sort of what I did with my Reavers as well. But that really, really worked well.
I think, you see, this is where I can talk about when I've played High Elves, that just, I'm convinced that...
You've played High Elves, Chris?
I'm convinced that I've played them at least more than a dozen times in the first edition before Soul Wars, and it must have been before I met you or in a separate play group in my local area, because I remember facing very similar problems with Slanesh demons as well when it came to their speed alone. That wasn't for flying, at least. That was, and I quickly learnt with the Illyrian Reavers specifically, have them in groups of 10 or 15.
Yep.
Do an absolute barrage of 30 to 45 shots.
Yep.
And then just move it back for D6. And then, I don't think they're built to attempt to be, or in niche circumstances, they can be flankers to, try to go after archers or try to snipe a mage out. But I think in the majority, they just want to try to whittle down. And I guess I was kind of surprised that you didn't try to go for the longer term with them to try to bracket my Lord of Change a bit more. I
actually thought that they would last longer. I really thought that, okay, I've got, 20 wounds in here.
Yeah.
They're out of range. I'll cop some damage. But they'll hang around.
And then the big bird just cracked his knuckles
and
said, watch this.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
And, yep. Having said that, I had to throw something out there.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that could go grab the objective, still be useful.
Yeah.
Anything else, like if I'd have put the archers up there, it would have been archers, which would have been murderized anyway.
Yeah.
And then I would have sort of potentially not even claimed that point.
Yeah. If it's, that would have been a really good opportunity to use white lions for their hunting axes or lumberjack axes, I've forgotten.
Yeah, I was, 1,000 points, I was really, really limited. Again, the fact that I went with one character in lots of stuff.
Yeah. So you previously mentioned yesterday that you were intending to bump it up to 1,100. So I have to ask, what were you going to?
An extra 20 archers.
Oh, okay.
I had 20 archers and 20 spearmen. And neither of them, it was like, even with that, it was like the Reavers, which I really thought were going to be awesome. I wanted a chariot because they're fun.
Yeah.
And it's a chariot, it's a bit silly. But I could not work out what to drop. It's like, do I drop 10 spearmen and keep some archers, which seemed good, but then again, it's kind of like they got one attack.
Yeah.
And they're, it's sort of...
Yeah.
But then when I sort of sent you those messages, then I sort of looked at the list and go, I just chop the archers. Like it's...
Yeah. I almost can't help but feel like I got a glimpse into, this is what I hope the new Aelves aren't going to be. And...
Look, I would say for as old a set of stats as that was, they played alright.
They did.
I didn't have anything to take out your chicken. But everything else I was pretty happy with.
I think most things can stand up, mostly at the end of the day. I mean, even the
Oh, have you seen
earlier...
Britannia, dude? I'll
I
put a
don't.
Britannia list out on the table at some point. Not good.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like, yeah, you think the Knights are awesome, and they're okay-ish on a charge against maybe a bottom-ish tier. But, yeah, when you start getting some saves and things like that, it really, really doesn't stand up.
Oh, okay.
And, like, they're just so expensive for what you get. Like a unit of, knights, like 5 knights, is 200 points. And you kind of think, oh, okay, they're going to be really elite. They're not. They're just, like, they've still got, like, 1 attack. And that just doesn't,
No, that's
Like, some of them on a charge will do an extra point on their lances and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, you've still got 1 attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then when you're not charging, it's kind of like, it's not so special anymore. So, yeah, Britannia is one that really, really hit in terms of power creep. Although they've got one of the bosses in there is hilarious because you just put him up with a sword of judgment and he's your chicken. Here, hold my beer, I'll take care of this.
Yeah.
Ends up just like they're really, really speedy, which is awesome. But yeah,
Yeah. The one thing which you might be able to pull out with the Britannia, if I recall, is that there's a lot of units that have 2 or 3 casting capability at really low points. And, like, I think it's an Enchantress or...
There is an Enchantress. I've got a lovely Enchantress model painted up. I think she gets 2.
And I think she's only below 200 points, which seems ridiculous in... second edition Age of Sigmar casting expectations for what she does, but I mean, I'm paying 380 for a Lord of Change to cast 2 spells, but he also gets a lot of other bells.
He gets a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Enchantress has maybe 5 wounds.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, look, a lot of the old stuff. I'm very much looking forward to busting it out and playing some of the old stuff. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I also couldn't help but notice a lot of people. It almost seems like a unanimous opinion online, specifically with Disciples of Tzeentch, is take the wand instead of a sword for the Lord of Change.
Okay.
As it gives you an extra, I believe it's 2d6 shots that you can use as very similar to the Sorcerer's Bolts, like the Carrick Acolytes.
That's not a bad thing. I guess it depends on if you want him in combat or not.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking as well, because I found that the sword specifically was a bit lackluster, and I found that the relatively better damage output was coming from the staff and claws and beak.
I was going to say, I guess it also depends on what points level you're playing at. If you're playing it at 1,000 points, you probably you can't afford to have him hang back with a wand. Whereas if you're, and so you're going to put him into combat, so you want him to be more combat heavy. Whereas if you're on a 2,000 point list, then you might be a little bit more protective of him to keep those spells going, to keep all of those tricks and things going with him. So maybe that's the sort of trigger, like if you're going to play him more defensively as a buffing type unit, that's when you put the wand on him.
Yeah, potentially. And speaking of buffs, though, Ogroid Firmitage.
Hate him.
Got the dream combination off with +1 to hits and wounds and re-rolling. I won't make any further comments because you saw firsthand what he was capable of.
I think he was your MVP.
I am very impressed with his performance in the last 2 games which I've had. It's almost making me inclined to potentially get a second.
Don't do that. Don't. You don't want a second one. He wasn't that good.
Oh. He just, even with the smallest bit of backup, he was just suddenly turning into an absolute monster.
And look, I was trying my hardest to make sure that he attacked before I did, to stop him re-rolling. It doesn't always work.
No. I always find the abilities which change your decision-making process and how you're activating in combat to be some of the most tantalizing, and I can't help but think that the last 2 games have been a good example of that. Where I think I don't think it would be out of place for me to say it affected your decision-making as to who you're fighting with.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And having that proposed threat on the board with other games in the future, I think is really powerful to have, because it lets you have other openings elsewhere.
Yeah, look, I think it makes it interesting.
Mm.
So, giving him that is brilliant to, like, there's a lot of spells that, like, or abilities like, hey, you fight last.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't care. I was going to fight last anyway. So that is awesome. Unless you're up against something really big, which can just kind of go, and you're dead.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, that is absolutely brilliant, because you want him to go second.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, there's a artifact. I've forgotten the specific wording off the top of my head. I think it's a quick time pendant, which at the end of a combat phase, once a battle, the hero that has the artifact can fight again. And I can't help but think that with him, it just suddenly turns him into an absolute wrecking ball to completely deck things. I'll have to double check the wording on that, because I'm certain it says you can attack a second time in the turn. Of course, that's definitely going to be dependent on what section of a phase it checks for, whether it's the beginning of combat or end of combat.
How many wounds does he have?
8.
8.
The Tendrils of Atrophy is also hilarious as well, which we observed.
Yeah, I was having a look at the various options for my list, and I pretty much, in terms of painted miniatures, ruled out almost all of the characters and spellcasters, so that kind of limited me. But having said that, against your list, I sort of feel that, yeah, it wouldn't have made that much difference either. And so, yeah, like, the fact that you had free reign with all of your spells and things like Tendrils of Atrophy.
I was casting Firestorms and Abyssal Gates everywhere, and
it was just like, oh, I have to wear it. I literally just have to wear it.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a conscious thing. It was more, I don't have the painted miniatures that I want. And with the other one that we played before, it's like I really wanted to have the silly orcs out there.
Yeah.
And so, like 300, close to 300 points for 10 really, really rubbish archers. No.
You know what's terrifying about that as well? It occurred to me, group of 10 or 20 of those archers, 480 points. Carrios Fate Weaver is 420 points. Or, wait, no, I'm missing.
Okay, so those 10 archers, almost 280 points, so almost 300 points.
Yeah.
They are worse by far than 10 elf archers for 100 points.
Maybe we just do like a 50% off bargain for them. Just do a house roll. Just 50% off.
Like I said, at some point I'm going to make a Cities of Orcs list where I can use them as other stuff. Just for giggles, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed that game. I'm still disappointed in you. Deeply disappointed. I'll
be back with Hish.
Absolutely. I'll look forward to it. Good game.
Good stuff.
Happy wargaming. Oh.